mission table of your Covenant has received some updates in Shadowlands and was giving us a lot of hope that Blizzard will reinvigorate this minigame, give us a little bit more in this game, because we heard rumors about being able to position our characters, our players on the battlefield rather than just send them on missions. That immediately sparked speculation in the community, including yours truly, where we were hoping that Blizzard will introduce a mini-game that will be similar to the very popular genre of mobile auto chess-like games. It doesn't matter if you're into those games or not, you do not have to be into Pokemon to appreciate that the mini-game of collecting pets and pet battles is huge in World of Warcraft. So I was excited, I was looking forward to this. I couldn't wait until I see it on beta and until I saw how actually it ended up being on live. Finally, we have all the facts, let's talk about it. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, I'm Gyro, I'm your host here. Particularly warm welcome to you, my people. If you are the new supporters, new subscribers to the channel, welcome to our little casual club. We enjoy World of Warcraft and we play for fun. We do not treat this as jobs. If you are just accidentally popping in and you're not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Mission Table was introduced in Warlords of Draenor, has received some updates, some changes, criticism. Main criticism of Mission Table was that people didn't have any particular incentive of leaving their garrisons in Warlords of Draenor. They could just stick around and kind of get a lot of loot, get a lot of gain of gold and materials and all sorts of stuff from that mission table. It became the game of its own. It overtook the other outer world of World of Warcraft. That's generally where the negative perception of mission table system is. Let's just get it out of the way. I think that's where it's from, mostly. Now, in Legion it was meh. In Legion it was still kind of prolific, but I think the scars from Warlords of Draenor were still pretty fresh and not many people kind of paid particular attention. I know I didn't. And so the system was there was some things to do with it, mainly gold gains, little bit of gold here and there from missions, but it wasn't as prolific, as important, as kind of fun, certainly not fun, as it was, I guess, when it was just introduced in Warlords of Draenor. Anyway, this is just a history trip down the memory lane for you, especially if you didn't play those expansions back in the day. BFA was a complete meh. In BFA, oh my god, I don't even know if I did the unlocking of the mission table quests on all of my alts. Obviously I did on the first couple, because I thought that those quests were mandatory, and maybe they even were back in the day, but then I just left it and I just couldn't care less. Now Shadowlands, in the news, as we were following the news, as we were following kind of all the updates, all the announcements from Blizzard, there was serious hope that they are updating the system, maybe not up to the level of Pet Battles minigame, but giving it enough to feel new and fresh and something that we would want to do. Short version, guys and girls, is that I don't think they did that. I think they introduced rudimentary, maybe skeleton of something that looked like it might be an auto chess-like game, where you actually look at sending your players, your characters, your followers on a mission sort of in a battle-like formation. You sort of consider who goes first, who goes to the back row, who goes to the front row, and that's it. There are some effects where you can see that when I'm putting one character next to another, one has a special ability of smashing heads together, so she can attack as a melee character, two of melee characters in the front row in front of her, while if I put some other character next to some other players, some other followers, they will heal them and stuff like that. Okay, well, I cannot even call it poor man's auto chess. It's not auto chess at all. It's not auto chess at all. To be honest with you, here is a million-dollar question for you, my friend. Why? And I know I'm asking the wrong person. I know I should be talking to Ian here, Kazakostas, or to his team. But if somehow through the grapevine this reaches their ears, here is what I'd like to ask Blizzard. Why bother? Why bother unless you are going to introduce substantial changes, substantial uplift to the system, so that people say, yeah, that's worth my while. Yeah, cool, that's kind of awesome. Let me send my troops on a mission. Let me actually consider the formation in which they're attacking, a strongest one in the front, or maybe let's bunch up as I do in auto chess on mobile, let's bunch up to one side so that we are not so easily surrounded by the enemies. But no, there is no movement of enemy on the battlefield. It's so bare bones, it's so rudimentary that all you have is the good old, if good is even an applicable word here, is the good old bare bones mission table system that is wrapped in this kind of new covenant type implementation of this system, I suppose, where you can see this log of the damage going on the side. What for? Who cares? Who honestly cares? Who cares? If so and so hit for 3 or hit for 10, who honestly cares? Where is fun in that? Where is fun in that? I'm a casual player. I'm not acting entitled here. You have to level with me and understand why I'm getting so passionate. Because complacency is worse than coming across negative. Let this process for a second. Do you know what I mean? Complacency with half-baked systems. Saying, oh, it's alright. Oh yeah, thanks Blizzard. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, thanks. I hope it's not too much trouble that I'm paying you a subscription. I'm just in a mood, and not in a bad mood, but I want to call it for what it is, and I hope that my true supporters, my true people who are casuals, who have been eating this same soup for several expansions, for several years, they say, come on, do with me. Unite around me, that's fine, I don't care if I'm the bad guy suddenly. Except it's genuinely not coming from a bad place, and it's not coming from a place of entitlement. It comes from a place of genuine disappointment where me as an adult, me as a business owner, me as a person who pays for a service, wants to be entertained with this service, I get that nobody forces me to do it. I get it. And you don't have to do it. It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory, this mission table. There is nothing there except tiny bits and pieces of anima, just like you did with Azeroth power, whatever, yeah, or in BFA, just like you did with that, if you ever bothered. I never did, and I did okay. I still had fun. I still level 26 alts. I was still okay. Long story short, my friends, and that's why it's kind of a very unscripted, very sort of emotional, but not negative. I'm just refusing to pretend to say that it's okay while it's not okay. I do not understand why they spent 1 minute of development time, extra development time on that, when they did not then develop it to somewhat enjoyable, somewhat different, somewhat giving state. Why? Why even bother? Just yet another system. Ian, we said to Mike Moheim that we promised that we're going to deliver 6 systems in Shadowlands and not 5 systems in Shadowlands. What do you think? We are right now on 5. What do you think? Oh, well, guys, you know what? How about we just take the mission table, give it like, spruce it up a little bit, put like a log of naked like text there. It's fun to watch the numbers. Oh, so-and-so skeleton hit so-and-so warrior for 3 damage. That's great. They will appreciate it. How dare they not appreciate it? That's how I feel about it. I apologize for theatrics, but at the same time, that's how I feel about it. My people will giggle in the background and not my people will wave at me, dislike the video and move along. See you later, guys. Not a problem whatsoever. But that's how I feel about it. And once again, I will drive this message home. If you are complacent about telling Blizzard that this is okay, these systems are okay. Threads of Fate with horrible XP gains that are not fun, that are just basically undermining the system as I talked to you in the previous video, that's okay. They have no motivation of getting better. You are at the mercy of them spitting out whatever the hell quality of the product they want at you. Even if this product this time around was a little better tested than BFA was. Well, that's not enough. They just bumped up the subscription price. The world is laggy. Yes, it is first few days, first couple of weeks of maybe the expansion, I understand. But with the Amazon AWS infrastructure that they're running on, no doubt, I don't know speculatively, but educated speculation here because I'm a techie. It's easily scalable up. We pay certainly enough to a huge company to give us quality service, to give us quality gameplay loop here. systems. Either don't give me this half-baked thing, or give me something like that, give me something like auto chess, give me a new mini game that I would be like, yes, these people have been working for 2 years and they've actually given me something other than Torghast. Because as far as the new, brand new systems are concerned, all they've given us is Torghast, my friends. And even that is lacking loot. I still believe that it's lacking loot. I feel like they're feeding us bits and pieces of stale bread, of low quality content in this particular case. It's been a few days. Honeymoon period is over for me. I've looked at this in beta, so probably for me it's a bit sooner than for you. Give it a few more weeks, give it a month. Maybe, hopefully, we'll start aligning on this with me. But like I said, we don't have to agree. This is just an emotional, but also coming from a good place, passionate, very much a World of Warcraft fan, World of Warcraft supporters opinion on this excuse of a system, excuse of a revamp of the mission table that you will do just if you have nothing better to do, nothing whatsoever, just a thing to do for you. You might as well just go paint a wall in your house, and that would probably be more beneficial for you and for the interior of your house, is all I'm saying. Please forgive if this comes across negative, whatever, but not everything is rainbows and sunshine. Not everything is like that. It's real world we live in. This is excuse for content. Respectfully, talk to me in the comments down below. Like I said, we don't have to agree. How do you feel about it? Look, I don't expect everyone to be as emotional as me, but you do not see me go as emotional as this in any of my or many of my videos anyway, right? It just happens to... I was looking for more content to produce for you guys. I looked at this and I'm like, what, am I going to be another voice who will say, here's a guide of how to deal with the mission table? What are you, in 2nd grade? Talk to me in the comments down below. I really appreciate everyone's opinion. Like I said, it's democratic enough little club, as long as we stay mutually respectful, even if we're passionate. So I think that that is cool. Passion is the juice of life, let's call it that. Not a fan of mission table. Ooh, did you figure out that I'm not a fan of mission table? I hope you did. And I hope you enjoyed the video regardless. I hope you stay my supporter. And I hope you will stick around to see more. There is a lot more good stuff to say about Shadowlands. It's not like we're now on a bashing spree, but I guess it's a little inevitable. I do not want to digress into apologetic narrative here, but I want to be understood. I don't want you to misunderstand me. Now that honeymoon period is over, we started digging a bit deeper. We started looking a little bit closer at these systems, and a lot of them are underbaked. Some of them are tested. They're not buggy, but they're just meh. They're just meh. And this one is so far the most meh of them all. I'll talk to you later in a couple of days' time. See you later. Bye bye.